Razzmatazz Multimedia presents Star Wars.
Looks just like him. It's scary.
Let's go play, huh?
Let's play a game, huh?
Yep. It's a new recording session, so we're not burnt out at all. In fact, we're more inspired to quote Tommy Wiseau. So if that's not your thing,
Double the Wiseau.
why did you open our video?
Now we know why they closed the video, but that's another story.
Yep. All right, see you next series where we're not doing this.
Oh, that's right. Edgar Winter. I forgot about this guy.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
God, is he ripped.
Does this still look like Tommy Wiseau to me?
Kind of looks like mix between Buster Poindexter, Tommy Wiseau, Howard the Duck, and Benicio del Toro.
See, I was going to say Alan Rifkin. Is that his name?
Alan Rickman?
Rickman. What did I say, Rifkin?
Joel Rifkin. Is that what you were thinking of?
Yep, Alan Rifkin, Joel Rifkin. Oh man, do we start over? No, let's go.
Oh, his poor tattered cape.
Everyone just use your imagination.
So, when we last left off, we killed a giant knight.
I killed a giant and now we're here.
And I'm pretty sure we said things like, "What's a story?"
He's tearing me apart!
I think that did happen a couple times.
Probably did.
Oh yeah, Lothric, yep,
So
Shield.
the plot, probably. What's this button do?
What is it about this time in history that lent itself to all this?
I think you brought that up last time, too.
Did I?
Yeah.
God, it's been months. I still don't get it.
Has it really been? No, it couldn't have been months.
It's gonna be months.
Well, it lent itself well to magic, I
So
guess.
let's not talk about it, because we probably went through this for like 20 minutes last time.
No, I remember while I was editing, we got distracted pretty quickly. So maybe we...
So we weren't talking about like that there should be like a Mafia RPG from like the 1920s.
We did talk about the alternatives out there. We talked about how Earthbound,
Oh, yeah.
modern day RPG.
Yep.
That Victorian one, Bloodborne. I almost said Blood Souls, but
An RPG where, you're part of a union. Gonna bring the boss down. And you're on fire, by the
I
way.
remember a guy did show me like a Civil War Call of Duty thing.
Oh god, it wasn't the blue and the gray for regular Nintendo, was it?
Oh no, it was like made into the 2000 whatevers. I think it was like a PS2 game. The History Channel released it or published
Oh my
it or
god.
something.
History Channel's making games now?
They were at one point, and they tried. It was bad because the only gun you had shot lead balls and whatever.
You think Bob Vila was ever approached to do a game back in the day when everything had a video game?
Yes.
Thank you for humoring me by saying yes.
Yeah, go on with your mental fantasy there. What would his game be like, and who are we talking about?
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila.
Remember him?
No.
This Old House? I think he hosted that. It was a PBS show, and just, you fixing up houses. It could have been a game of the SimCity ilk.
Actually, yeah, it could have been.
I mean, they made the friggin' Home Improvement video game.
They did do that.
Ridiculous.
They made a Cool World game. They made.
Oh, God, we've talked about that so much, I feel like we have to play that.
If we can find it, or
I know.
wait, you have a Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah. I rented that game on multiple occasions, and am I proud of it?
Yes.
Just good like me.
Can I grab my pointy? Nope.
So for those of you who are actually paying attention to what's going on screen, I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
You're talking to muscly albino and...
He's not albino, he's just pale.
Okay, that's true. And Kate Blanchett from Fellowship of the Rings here. Or Ring singular, I'm sorry.
I thought it was plural.
Fellowship of the Ring, isn't it?
Oh.
Because one ring.
No, you're right.
One ring and
I was
one
thinking
love.
Lord of the Rings, you're right.
Too bad they never made a game based on that.
They did.
I was being an ass.
I wasn't sure if you just didn't know.
They even had a Hobbit. No, they had a Lord of the Ring game for Super Nintendo.
They did? Okay, that I didn't know.
And, I had lofty expectations of it. Why, I don't know. No one ever talked about it. It was like, oh man, this is going to be such an awesome game. And I played 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm returning this.
What kind of game was it?
RPG-ish. Battle-ish.
Should have known. There was one for the game.
It was the exact same game as Railroad Tycoon.
There was one. I couldn't even follow that up with anything. I remember they made a couple Fellowship of the Ring games, like, around the same time the movies were coming out.
There was one good one, I thought, for PS2.
Yeah, that was a Fellowship of the Ring game.
Yeah.
Right? And that was like...
A lot of battle scenes. It might have been based on all three movies, I don't know.
remember I might have played that. I think it was only Fellowship. And when the movies came out, they did The Two Towers and Return of the King.
Yes.
With Viggo Morgenstein and Orlando Elfman.
Morgan Freeman was in it?
Morgan Freeman and Gimli. And
if you want to ever watch a Viggo Mortensen movie and be like, you could never see him as anything. Like, you know how he's pretty iconic in that role.
Right.
And we'll go back and watch Carlito's Way. You ever seen that movie with Al Pacino and Sean Penn?
Is that a bad romance novel adaptation?
No, it's actually a really good movie. It's about seedy crime underbelly and all that crap, which Al Pacino loved doing. But just watch that movie and watch Viggo Mortensen in it. You'll never see him the same way. It's a pretty good role. / bad.
Is he a sword fighter in that movie too?
Oh, probably in his off time.
It's an implied backstory. Gotcha.
So, are we in Germany? I get the feeling of Germany in this game.
Yeah, it's kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Germanic?
Germanic.
Whoa.
Teutonic. Oh, no.
Hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, ghost doggy.
Yeah, it's got some kind of... Is it Gothic architecture I'm thinking of?
Why not?
Bye, doggy.
It's like, screw it. I have my pride.
I think he might be smart enough to get me again.
Oh, there he is.
Ha. Stupid dog. Can't even
Dark Souls 3, PETA approved. Who's this guy?
Slice You Magoo.
He's straight out of Super Castlevania 4.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of which, they have Castlevania games that look like this?
Yes, actually.
Are they any good?
No, actually. Oh man.
Frankenstein? This is a monster?
I was going to bring that series up.
No crap. Thank you for telling us. Sorry, not you.
Huh?
It's the screen.
Oh. Yeah, they rebooted Castlevania a few years ago. And they changed the storyline completely. Like, they started over from the beginning. And the story was kind of okay, but the gameplay was terrible.
Really?
They turned it into like some brainless hack and slash God of War kind of thing, you know?
Oh yeah, that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing? He's like, woohoo!
He's praying to this stick.
I think he was telling the other guy a story.
Oh. Probably praying. Oh.
Yeah, it was this big night. He was like 6 feet tall.
No time to admire the scenery. There's Doggy.
So what's the storyline of this game? All dogs didn't go to heaven. They went to they got brought back as evil demons.
If I could tell you what the story was, I would. But this is actually a cool thing about this developer, right?
Yeah.
He makes his storylines intentionally vague to evoke that feeling of when you're a kid and you see a movie that's beyond your comprehension, and you kind of use your imagination to fill in the blanks that way.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I might be getting that kind of wrong, and I'm sure
there's a place for that. So my storyline in this game is that he's trying to get his promotion at the bank, and his future wife doesn't understand
about that case. Damn it! Because if you remember, the game started with him coming out of the tomb, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So this is really the sequel.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a sequel. So
the gun was brought into police evidence, and everything like that. So he uses a sword now.
Yeah.
Or what the hell that is.
So this is actually post-apocalyptic, and
turns out Denny is like the high priest you have to kill at the end. I learned everything from you, Johnny.
I like to watch.
Well, I mean, we talked about the fact that obviously he wrote the script because every line's like, Johnny's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's doing everything for everyone. He gave Denny money to go to college, of course. Because he can afford it on his salary. He wants to buy her a house, which is why he's so boring.
And Claudette's, every other line is, stay with Johnny.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
You need financial security.
I don't want to talk about it.
Plus, I'm dying. Listen, I got real problems here.
They're curing people every day.
Of other things, but that's fine.
Not of breast cancer, but God.
That, I tried to promise myself we weren't going to talk about that too much today. But it's why am I not allowing myself?
Yeah, then you said, let's play Dark Souls, where we started at Tommy Wiseau.
I tried to lead off with that whole RPG in another era thing, but
No, I mean, that's an interesting conversation. I think it warrants, a follow-through.
and then I'm like, oh look, it's architecture from a time that's not now. Where's the Chrysler Building?
Is it because fantasy settings lend themselves well to magic and...
Yeah, I mean, there's that whole
Right.
romantic thing and castles.
Is it only because of Dungeons and Dragons? But then where did they get the idea from?
Lord Byron? I don't know.
Or Lord of the Rings, which...
Oh yeah.
Um,
The guy's like, Bruckner maybe. God, there's a lot of these things.
well, I keep dying and they keep respawning. Because if you die, all the guys you kill come back to life.
Oh, that's not cool, man. Oh, nice dodging.
Yeah. See that shield action?
You know what we should really do? And again, I love to give away all of our plans free, which everything on this channel
A
is.
third of which actually happened, but go ahead.
We should do a retrospective of the 1980s sword and sorcery movies.
How many of those were there?
There's at least, to my knowledge, I could probably name, I don't know, maybe 20, 25. I mean, it's not like a series.
Tell you
It's
what-
just like a genre.
Oh, okay.
I
I wasn't sure if that was actually a series. It didn't.
There's now that I'm saying it, I can't name any of them. But the hell's the one there with Matthew Broderick? Is it Lady Hawk? I mean, that's kind of in that realm. Dragon Slayer with Peter McNichol. What was it Deathstalker and the Warriors from Hell? Like all that stuff.
Peter McNichol, that's a made-up name.
Oh, Beastmaster would be considered one of those. Conan the Barbarian. All that stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So those kind of
Tell you
movies.
what, as soon as we do our James Bond retrospective,
Oh right.
we'll talk about doing this new one.
Okay. So there we go, everybody.
We'll meet
This just
we'll meet
proves
halfway.
that Matt and I only see each other when we play these games. Don't make plans unless we're just talking about them now. Yeah, there's a lot. Red Sonja,
That could be
is one of them. Oh, Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice, yeah.
There we go. We'll have
on
to do
my
a
Amazon
back
wish
tree
list.
in there.
Oh man, I can't use it properly.
Well, that thing's only cartoonishly giant. Ugh!
Yay! Or whatever. What did he say in the movie?
My sports hernia. Wait, what did he say?
Didn't he have like a weird yell?
Uh,
He's like, ah!
yeah. Why is this happening to me?
It's over. Ah.
Really, I mean, you do have to feel for as much compassion as you can have for that character. Never really did anything wrong, just saying creepy things like, are you afraid she's too old or I steal her away from you? But that's just good-natured ribbing that all-American red-blooded men say. Oh,
All-American locker room talk.
that thing from Resident Evil?
Yep. Most of them, I think.
I don't know why, but